Welcome everyone to another video, and today we're going to take a look at the new season of Go Battle League, the Delightful Days, and especially the first team cup of the season, which is Sunshine Cup, which only allows normal fire, grass and ground types, with Charizard being banned. So this team features Skeledirge with his normal moveset, and as well as Furret with Sucker Punch, Swift and Trailblaze, and Cradily with the recently buffed moveset of Acid. So if you don't know about Cradily and Acid, I did make a video about the recent moveset updates for this season, so please do check it out. And with that, let us get into the battles. So even though this is in the initial battles of the season, we've seen generally very good team composition, so I think this team, if you want to use it, is quite good because the opponents that we did meet in the initial ranks are quite comprehensive as well, so it does give quite a good representation of what you'll meet even in the higher ranks in terms of the Pokemons that you might match up with. So in this instance, we have a Miltank in the lead, which is a little bit unusual, but we do have a Skeledirge as their safe swap with a Clodsire in the back, so two common Pokemons with the Spice Pick of Miltank. And here we are going to let go of Clodsire first because it felt like it was too early to get to a Stone Edge or even an Earthquake. So we are going to immediately throw the Shadow Ball to get them very low, and we are going to let this one go as well, and instead they went for an Earthquake, which for us is fine. We already took out both of their shields, which means that our Furret will be able to run Rampage with that Trailblaze boost. So what I do with this team is I usually use Cradily as the safe swap because it will have a better time versus something like a Jumpluff that might come in as a safe swap of the opponent and use that Trailblaze buff on the Furret to boost up the damage in the end game. However, you can do the opposite with Furret as the safe swap if you want to. It is perfectly fine as well. So as in the second game, we have our opponent with a Quagsire as their safe swap. Quagsire having Water Gun instead of Mud Shot, which as the fast move means that Skeledirge has to go out immediately from there because Water Gun does hurt a lot on Skeledirge. And as you can see here, after the debuff from Rock Tomb, Mud Bomb does pitiful damage against our Cradily, and we both decided to swap at the same time, which means now their Skeledirge has barely any play versus our Furret. Our Furret will go for that Trailblaze boost again and try to chunk it down with Sucker Punch we were able to do. I'm assuming this Skeledirge was only running Shadow Ball, which is not that uncommon in the lower ranks because some people are just trying out different team compositions that they might have seen online, and they might not have the resources yet to get that second charge move. But in this case, I don't think it will make that much of a difference because we had that covered quite well. So in this third game, we have Talonflame in the lead. I wasn't sure why their Talonflame won the CMP here because or is it just because in the Great League it wins CMP against Skeledirge? Because when I play in the Ultra League in this matchup, Skeledirge versus Talonflame, Skeledirge does win the CMP, so maybe it is an IV thing that they have going on with their Talonflame that makes it a little bit more attack weighted compared to my Skeledirge. So that's why I immediately swap into my Cradily to try and get the Rock Tomb out to take them up. However, they have taken us all the way into the red, and we are only able to get to one Rock Tomb against this Jumpluff, which is fine. But as you can see here, Cradily with Acid instead of the Bullet Seed means that it will have a better time against things such as the jump bluff, but at the expense of some of the ground or water matchups such as Clodsire, or even something like a Gastrodon or a Swampert or Feraligatr. So because of that, that's why we have Furret in the back, because Furret has access to Trailblaze, which is super effective against those Gastrodons and Swamperts, and it has Swift for that neutral stab damage. And although there are some people that use a Brick Break for that defense debuff, however, I think Swift is a little bit better, especially going against those flyers that will otherwise resist both Trailblaze and Brick Break. So for the fourth match, they have a Vigoroth as our safe swap after we dipped out from that Shadow Quagsire lead, and which is not a problem for us because now we are able to come back in with the Skeledirge to farm them all the way down and hopefully get to a Shadow Ball against the Shadow Quagsire and take them quite low. But if I'm not mistaken, they do shield this Shadow Ball, which means we'll go immediately into our Furret with 2 shields to try and win this game convincingly, because now they do not have a chance against this Furret. This Furret will be able to farm right before they get to the next charge move and bank the energy to get to a Trailblaze to take the Shadow Quagsire out to seal the deal. So for the first day, we only played 2 sets and we did go 10-0 with this team, so it is quite decent in my view. And with that, we're going to go into the last battle. They have a Decidueye in the lead with Wigglytuff at the safe swap. At first, I thought that, oh, okay, we can stay in, but then again, after seeing that my Skeledirge did take up a lot of damage from the Wigglytuff, I thought that maybe we should swap out, and that's what we did. Unfortunately, our Skeledirge did take up quite a bit of damage from there, which is okay still because we have our Furret in the back that can handle the Decidueye if need be. And here we are immediately going to swap. We are going to shield the Skeledirge and bank on it being able to get to a Torch Song and take the Decidueye out in the end game, which we are able to do because they are running Razor Leaf. And with that, that is the end of the video. The initial days of Go Battle League has come upon us once again, and with that comes new teams and new formats. And with that is the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next.